Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me? Back again for another one. MONTS is in the background here, bruv. So we'll just wait for him to turn his bloody camera on. What you man telling me, though? What you man telling me? 2 great days of football. And yeah, bruv, now we're watching United tonight. So I don't know, bro. It's going to be pretty shit. Do you know what I mean? But we're here anyway. Do you know what I mean? Big up the chat. And yeah, facts. ABA crew, bruv. Anyone but Arsenal, bruv. Do you know what I mean? The job's almost done, but it's not done yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Last night's game was unbelievable. I can't even lie, man. 3-3 and that, but yeah, bro. I think that Barcelona have given themselves a lot to do. But saying that, when you got your Mao, anything is possible, bro. Like this is the long and short of it. I said it immediately. As soon as I seen this youth play football, it's like, yo, this guy's a special player. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's one of them ones where he's already the best player in the world already. Like you can't build a footballer to be better than this guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't build a footballer to be better than Lamine, bro. He's just better, and he's better without even trying, innit? So, literally, he's definitely the Ballon d'Or. He's not the best winger in the world. He's the best footballer in the world because there's nothing that this kid cannot do, bro. There's nothing that he cannot do, bro. So, hold on, what? Hey, brother, what are you, man, telling me about Rio Ferdinand? Have you got a link in the chat? What? Brother, what? Nah, you need to send me that. You need to send me that. No, I mean, I don't know what man's saying right now. Now, what are you telling me? What are you, man, actually telling me right now? But nah, bro, even with the Desiree Doué stuff, now you, man, have seen Yamal play football, yeah? You understand why I'm not rating Doué like that? You're understanding now, yeah? Surely you're understanding now because we watched Yamal, yeah? We watched, I've seen Inzaghi come out and say, yo, we had to put 3 players on Yamal, bro. Brother, you don't need to put 3 players on Doué. You don't even need to put 2 players on him, bro. Because the reality is he's gonna do a trick here and he's probably gonna like run the ball out of play or he's gonna run into trouble. Like that's a fake quote. It has to be. That has to be a fake quote. I can't lie. That's not a real quote. I'm not entertaining that as real. I'm not entertaining that as real. I said big up the clips page. Now big up everyone supporting the clips page. We hit 10,000 yesterday. Last day of April. So in 4 months we've done 10K, bro, and it was you lot that was asking for the clips page. I'll be honest, like it didn't even cross my mind. So yeah, man, the clips page is doing this thing, bro. 10,000. That's not bad at all for a second page, and we done it in 4 months, man. So yo, man, do you know what I mean? The champ is here, bro. What are you telling me, bro?
Telling me, family.
What are you telling me, bro? I can't even lie. It's one of them ones where I don't know, maybe because I've been isolating myself here. I feel like Liverpool won the league, yeah, and I haven't seen anything. Like, I ain't seen that, and it feels like it's already like we're already over it. Like, I don't know what you man are telling me in the chat. I feel like this feels like the COVID season all over again. I thought they were the biggest club in the country, bro. Like, them man won the league and no one cares already. Like, you know what I mean? How many days have been?
Listen. Rats. We haven't won the league yet, bro. We haven't won the league yet.
What do you mean?
Everyone just slow down.
If no one cares, then no one cares, bro.
We haven't won there's still 3 games to go, 4 games to go. Slow down.
There's not, bro. Now I seen the celebration, bro. Like you won it already.
15 points clear.
No one cares.
We ain't even lifted the trophy, and man are saying who cares, who doesn't care. Listen, as long as I care, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. There's still 4 games left. That's all that matters. Guess what, Rants? How about this? Yeah. How about this? Everyone talks about how the Prem, no one cares about the Prem. I'm pretty sure Jurgen Klopp's leaving party was bigger than Man City winning the Prem. But I'm pretty sure they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. Jurgen Klopp's farewell was broadcasted on Sky Sports over Man City's trophy thing. You know that? You know that? They broadcasted that. They kept it on TV.
I hear it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go as far as to say you needed a VPN to watch Man City's trophy lift. I don't want to go there with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go there with it. But yeah, man. So for me, whether the rivals care or not, that don't matter to me. The rival fans need to care about why no one's cleared 60, no one's cleared 70 points. Barely anyone's on 60 points. This late into the season, man, are only breaking 60s.
I hear it.
Why? Chelsea fans need to look at themselves.
Because it's the worst season in the Premier League history, bro. And that's why you won the league. That's what the streets are saying.
Bro.
Man said you could only win it during COVID, yeah, and during a crisis, bro. Like, I don't know, bro.
How about this? There are so many Premier League wins that Man United, that Fergie have won, that no one even remembers. But it don't matter. Because man won it. It don't matter. As I said, Fergie's won the league with sub 80 points before. But guess what? He won the league. So, you know what I'm saying? No one's taking that away from Fergie. What matters more, if you want to put yourselves in the biggest conversation, if you want to put yourself in the big boy conversations, you got to go and retain it. You got to go and retain it. Or you got to go win multiple trophies in the same season. See what I'm saying? I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, this has to win the league. You don't have to break records.
No,
You don't have to break monumental records and be
you
like
just need to be
Chelsea's
better than
04 and
everyone
stuff.
else. Yeah.
You just got to be better than everyone else. And then, and what did you got yourself a man? Pep Guardiola has warped us into thinking you need 95 points to win the league. He's warped our minds. He's warped our minds.
You're right.
If you look at the lot, okay, let's look at the last 4 seasons or 4. Let's look at the 4P, yeah, because they 4P'd, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So last season, Man City won the league with 91 points, I believe. I'll double check. So here it was, 91 points, yeah? City won the league. The year before that, they won with 89 points.
Mm-hmm.
The year before that, they won with 93 points. The year before that, they won with 86 points. You guys were second that year, where Oli came second. Yeah, 2021 season. Yeah. So if you actually look at the points tally, they're getting between 89. So lowest being what? It was like the lowest being 86, the highest being 94. So it's in that bracket. That was never a thing like that to consistently win the Premier League. Every season been different, but because Pepper's 4P'd, we seem to think that this is what you need to do to win every Premier League. You got to break records. When Man City won the league with 86 points and you guys came second, that season was shit. It was shite. But, no one cares.
You need to understand, yeah, when it comes to winning the league, yeah, like you said, you only need to be as good as the people challenging you, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like if you're running a race, yeah, like the faster the people are running next to you, the faster you're gonna run. And that's just how it is. You're not gonna run full tilt if you know that you're that much faster than everyone else, bro. You take your foot off the gas, in it, and that's what it is, bro. And when they had to get 100 points and 90 points and all these other things, it's because they had Liverpool pushing them or they had someone else pushing them. That's why they did what they did, because they had to do it.
Because bro, the second Liverpool fell off a cliff. Because remember, when you look at 1920, Liverpool finished with 99 points, right? So we finished with 99 points. 2021, when Liverpool fell off a cliff, they needed 86 points to win the league. Because as you said, perfectly worded, by the way, when you said you only need to run as fast as the runners around you. I also think Arsenal pushing them the last 2 seasons is another reason why Man City's had to go and get 91 points and 89 points. Because Arsenal would have gone and taken 2 Premier Leagues off their belt. Yes, they've won 6 of the last 8 Premier Leagues. But 3 of them, they haven't had to break mad amounts of points. You know what I'm saying? 3 of those Premier League wins, they haven't had to break 90 plus. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool are still on course to get 94 points. Should we win? I think we're going to be drunk. I think we finish on about 91, 90, because I think the players are going to be drunk in it. But that doesn't mean this season's 91 points is equivalent to maybe the 92-point season, the 93-point season, 94 that they won. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not every season's 90 points is the same, just because we know the quality of every Premier League and every year is different. But I think Pepper's just warped us into thinking to be the best, you got to break every record. Nah, you don't, bro. Just be better than every. You don't have to be. And I think because that's what City have done, not every year, but they've done it every few years. It's like you've got managers thinking, Jesus, how are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? But teams can't keep this up forever. And these are phases. Football works in cycles. This is City's cycle. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who the next cycle is going to be. I don't really want there to be any cycle, Rants. I want it to be a free-fall. I don't want there to be no cycle. You know what I'm saying? I want it 1 year, Liverpool. Obviously, I want Liverpool to dominate, but I'm saying, like, from an entertainment standpoint, 1 year, Liverpool and Chelsea. Another year, United and Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Another year, City and I don't know.
Yeah, of course. We just want competitive title challenges, innit? And title races, and we haven't really had one of those since
I mean, last year was a 3-horse race, so it was
but it wasn't really, bro. Arsenal were never winning it, bro. Like, I'll be honest, like I will stay with that theory that Arsenal were never winning it, bro. Like, they were never winning it, just like they were never winning this Champions League, bro. Like, they're not built to win stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, 93% of the season top and still couldn't do it. That's crazy work. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they were never going to win it, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not built to win. They're not built to win. Them 2 seasons, that man did what they did. They weren't challenging, in my opinion, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
how
saying?
about this? Look, because I can run Rants. I can run the same narrative people are running this season. Oh, Liverpool only won because everyone fell off. How about this? What can I say? Arsenal only came second and looked like challengers because Liverpool weren't there for once.
No, but you're right. But I said that though. I said that, bro. I said that they finished second, yeah, because everyone else weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing, bro. Man United capitulated, Chelsea capitulate, Tottenham capitulate, Liverpool capitulate. That's how they ended up there, bro, by a technicality, bro. I know this. That's always been my thing. So to me, I didn't see it as a challenge, bro. I saw it as a one-horse race with Man City. And this season was a one-horse race, bro.
My thing is, as I said, I still feel like my anger. So as I said, I try to take myself back to when City won the league in 21 and when they won the league, I think a couple of years ago. Yeah. How did I feel not being in that title race? That's how I had to look at it, because obviously that's how, let's be honest, that's how City are looking at us this year, innit? How did you feel not having a say in what's going on in the league? And I'll be honest,
look at it this way, yeah. Look at it this way. City aren't there to challenge Liverpool, so they have no challenger. That's what happened this year because Arsenal didn't challenge. Do you see what I'm saying?
Didn't challenge nothing this year.
But this is the point. If Liverpool aren't there to challenge City, or City aren't there to challenge Liverpool, yeah, then there's no challenge. That's what real challenges are. Real challenges are
of course.
literally, like we have to do this. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Arsenal, bro, you ain't got the belly for this fight, man. Like this is the reality. Like, we have to talk about it? Like,
and that's why I said these man. But Rants, as I said, too many man are looking at me because I'm doing my job. You don't need to look at yourselves as to why you aren't doing the job that was supposed to be so easy to begin with. You know what I'm saying? If the job's so easy, you should be looking at yourselves. I'm not talking about whether the league is poor or whether the league is good. I'm saying that I don't care. And if the league is good or poor, you don't need to look at yourselves. You don't need to look at your own managers. Do you know what I'm saying? How about this? Third place in a league with no title race is despicable. It's despicable. Do you know what I'm saying? Finishing second and being closer to fifth than you are to first is despicable. Arsenal are closer to finishing, closer to Ollie's United. Ollie's United. Do you know how many points Ollie's United finished on? Does anyone want to know? 74 points. 21 wins, 11 draws, 6 losses. You don't want to know Arsenal's record? 18 wins, 13 draws, 3 losses, 67 points. They have 4 games. They have 4 games to get 7 points. That is just to equal. That's just to equal Ollie's tally. It don't sound great when you put it like that, do you? Because we all know how we looked at Ollie's team. We all saw how we looked at that Ollie's second place, right? We all know what was spoken, how that Man United team was spoken about. They were never there to begin with. Yeah. They went top for one day of the season. There was no real title race. That is a full second place. People act like Ollie people act like it never happened. When people speak about Ollie, no one even mentions second place. No one even mentions it.
It's true.
He's spoken about like he's Satan's spawn. No one remembers. People forget it. They erase it from
because we understood that we finished second, on a technicality. We just ended up there.
Exactly. But you would have thought that people will be speaking about Arsenal that way. But oh no, Arsenal gets spoken about differently. Because Arsenal are on course to finish to get what? 67 points, 12 points. Max they can get is 79 points. If they win the rest of their games, which they're not gonna do, by the way, yeah, they're gonna finish very close to how many points? Fuck it. How many points did Jose finish on when he finished second? Let me see something. Was Jose 18, 19? When was Jose second place? What year was that? Oh, yeah, 17, 18, 81 points. Fair enough. But even then, 25 wins. 25 wins. Arsenal got 18 wins, you know. 25 25 wins. The season's only 38 games. 25 wins. The only reason they didn't finish on a greater tally is because they had 7 losses. And you know, Joe didn't like to draw games. There's 7 losses. But 25. Arteta has 18 wins. 18 wins.
But bro, but this is the wickedest thing. He's regressing every season, bro. But this is what I like. Because he's regressing every single season and they don't want to have the conversation. And this is why they couldn't win the Champions League for me, because this would have been a nightmare, because he's just getting worse, bro. And the thing is, him winning the Champions League would have been horrific. I'll be honest, it would have been horrific for football. And it's just like, even when I look at the 2 games that we watched in the last 2 days, especially watching Lamine Yamal yesterday, it's like the football gods are saying, yo, we want our game back, innit? Like, I'm seeing some of the best games that I've seen in a long time. That 3-3 yesterday was ridiculous, bro. And bearing in mind that Inter are a team that are renowned for not really conceding goals. And that game was a lot more open, than it was supposed to be, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It was just like football had other ideas for yesterday.
Yeah. And this is what I mean, like, when we talk about standards in real football and that, like, what I saw was an Inter Milan team, for me, that were actually kind of struggling to kind of impose their style. I think they done very well. They worked, as I said, Inter are a final form Arsenal, innit? They're a final form Arsenal. Take it how you want. You know what I'm saying? They're a final form Arsenal. You know, they've got the straight, they've got the gunmen. You know what I'm saying? They've got the Taro. They've got the guys that can step in and do a job. They've got the Barellas and whatnot. They've got a very good team and they're very, very organized. Barcelona, obviously, the reason I feel like that game ended the way it did and it played out the way it did is because it's 2 teams at the top of their game at what they do, and the weaknesses. It was, for me, that fight felt like Conor Benn versus Eubank Jr.
Yeah, both teams are exploiting each other's weaknesses, innit? Like,
That's why I said it felt like the Eubank fight. It felt like the Eubank and Ben fight. Like, both guys, like, that was old school boxing. That was a real slugfest, especially in the latter end of the fight. That was a real slugfest. You see, man, you see how managers hide behind their jab in 80% of boxing fights. How managers hiding behind their jab and that. That weren't what we saw. Man were just trying to punch each other's heads off. Girls trying to punch each other's heads off. That is how I felt. Kickoff, Inter Milan. Obviously, don't get me wrong. Inter Milan were pinned back, but the fact that they went 2-0 up so early, it turned into a slugfest from the 20th minute. From the 20th minute, it just turned into a slugfest. You know what I'm saying? Man, them were forced, like, it forced the players to go, we need to do something, and now. Because being 2-0 down against Inter Milan is very dead.
Bro, it's spooky. I saw the 2-0 down. I was like, bro, this tie's over, innit? Like, that's what bro, for me, I was like, yo, Barca have to win, have to win that Barcelona leg, in my opinion. That's what I was saying, because the thing is with Inter, and what Inzaghi showed really well that people aren't talking about is he made adjustments. He made some very good adjustments in that second half. Do you know what I'm saying? And he will not make the same mistake in the second leg, that he did in the first half of the first leg, where he wasn't quite sure how to contain Barca. Now he knows. And one thing about Barcelona, they don't have a plan B, bro. Do you know what I mean? So you know they're gonna turn up and play the same way in the second leg, and I don't think they can play the same way in the second leg because they'll lose, bro.
Yeah, the Marco was on Strictly Come Dancing last night. Let's be honest. In that first half, the Marco, they would have went 10. The boards would have said 10. The way he was spinning and slipping and sliding, pause, it was nuts. The way he got barbecued by Yamal was ridiculous. And to be fair to DeMarco, to be fair, in the second half, I actually think they were better defending the right-hand side in the second half.
But they were, because he said he put three players on Yamal, blood. He said it.
Yeah, like they done really well to kind of nullify as best they could what Yamal was doing. But I still think, as we said, styles make fights. And Inter Milan's strengths still trumped Barca's weaknesses. That's why they scored 3 goals.
Yeah,
And by the
conceding
way,
three at
3
home is
very,
poor.
very good goals though. Even though the defending was poor, especially for the second, especially the header. The header was the 3rd goal, especially the Dumfries' 2nd goal. For me,
Boom.
that's poor defending. But the overhead kick is top strikers movement. That is striker-esque. Most strikers wouldn't do that in that moment.
Yeah.
And the flick on the half volley from Turan,
Nasty.
because you see with that type of goal, the ball wasn't coming to him the ball wasn't coming from this angle where you only kind of need to just get something on it. The ball was at an opposite angle behind him.
Yeah, it was behind him, so he had to generate all his own power.
Yeah, on the half volley. So the ball isn't even gliding across the ball where you just need to get something on it. The ball it's on the half volley, as you said, it's behind him, and he still has to get enough power so the keeper stands no chance. That goal there was I had to look at that and go, it was so early on in the game. I didn't deep how good the goal was.
It was unreal, bro. Like, you shouldn't be doing that, fresh off the first whistle. Like, the ones that was his first touch. That was his first
injury. Off injury, Rants. The guy just come back. He wasn't even supposed to play.
Yeah.
Did you not see how slow he looked at times? He weren't fit. When he went through on goal and got caught by a defender, Thuram is not slow. He's no slouch. He's one of those guys where once he gets in stride, it's long catching him. He went through on goal one time and he got caught. He's not fit. He just had to come in and do a job. In the Milan without Thuram, I think I've lost back-to-back games in Serie A. Against Bologna, and I don't know the other game. I think they lost the other game. You know what I'm saying? They've dropped, I believe, 5 or 6 points in 2 games, and now Napoli look like they're staring the skeleton down the Serie A, down the barrel from 2 games. Yeah, it was Roma. Yeah, Roma. And that was, and I don't want to say it was just on Thuram, but having two strikers, like having 2 strikers is a massive part of Inter Milan and the way they play. And what
but this is why I rate Inzaghi, because I detest playing five at the back and not playing 2 strikers. I detest it. The only reason in life to ever play 5 at the back is because you want to play 2 strikers. I don't care. Like, why would you play 5 at the back and 1 striker? That's the most negative thing I've ever heard.
It's ridiculous.
When you play 5 at the back, it is to make up for the fact that you want to play 2 strikers, in my opinion. This one up front here with 5 at the back it should be banned. Like, no one wants to see that. 5 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 1 striker, bro. Like, that is a system,
It's giving Jonathan Waters, Lee Cattermole, Glenn Whelan.
It's crazy. That's a system where it's just like, cool, I'm just not trying to lose today, bro. How about we play some football, bro?
Yeah.
Like, it's insanity, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's why even more so, if you play attackers as wing backs, and this is for Ruben Amorim, if you play attackers as wing backs, then at least you have 3 attackers. At least you have 3 attackers
with 2
so
10s.
But this is what I'm saying. So then, if you've got 2 10s, then your formation's a bit different now, because it's a 3-4-3, innit? You can't call Ruben's system a 3-4-3. He doesn't play 3 attackers. He plays 1.
Yeah.
It's a 5-4-1. This is what he plays. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't pull the wool over my eyes. So
that's why I said any striker that comes in doesn't automatically bag goals.
Bruv, listen, we could sign fucking R9, bruv, and put him up front for Man United. He's getting 9 touches a game, bro, in this fucking shit system, bro. Facts, this is the reality.
Yeah, facts.
He's getting 9 touches a game. It's an embarrassment.
He needs to solve the wing back issue, like literally. Like,
bro,
obviously, no one really rates guys like. That's not that good. No one is a stretch. Obviously, everyone has their reservations in the Premier League about bringing in a Fring, even at Liverpool, because he's been linked with us quite heavily in it with the Trent departure. But from actually like a Man United standpoint, if you guys went and signed a Frimpong, I'd get it, because man's an attacker as a wing back. But he's an attacker.
Look what fucking Dumfries did, bro. Like, Dumfries is meant to be a defender,
And Dumfries was linked to you, man. I had man telling me I don't want Dumfries.
He was linked now, but he was linked to us under Van Gaal, bro. And we just saw the Dutch passport and we said not enough.
Man just said no thanks. But bro. The point is getting attack first wing backs is like Dorgu was step one, but he's still not ready, bro. I don't care what no one says. Dorgu's not ready yet. He's a good player, but he's not ready. He's still not ready yet. You need to get I'm not saying go get Grimaldo and Frimpong because that's just you're just basically taking Leverkusen. You're taking the Leverkusen out of Leverkusen, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen. But you need to go and get two attacking, but bro, get two wingers who have no ego. Fuck the wing back team even. Do you know what I'm saying? Get two guys who have no ego, who are willing to go. As I said, Anthony could have done the job even.
He could have done the job, bro. He was the prime candidate. Anthony was the best player at the club to do the wing back job.
They won't like this one. Regulon would have been a suit as a wing back.
Regulon would have been quality.
Regulon don't even defend. So what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Go dash Regulon there and have like maybe Anthony there just till the end of the season and then get rid of them. And then bring in the guys who you really want to, you know what I'm saying, going like this. Because at the end of the day, especially if you're playing Ugarte and Casemiro or whatever DM you might bring in with them, they're going to fill in. That's the whole point of that 3-4-3. Is that the two DMs, the pivots, when you're on the ball, they kind of vacate the middle spot and fill in the wingback positions. And those wingbacks become wingers. As you said, they become wingers, actual attackers. So they're mostly, when you have a 3-4-3 and you want to dominate possession, they are like this. They are here. They're here on the ball. And then off the ball, you can make it a back five. And then you're way harder to break down. But the way it's being played is like on the ball, the wing backs are back here.
Yeah, but this is it. Our wing backs are not attackers. They very rarely get ahead of play. And this is the problem. Yeah. So we end up getting players in isolated situations. That's why if you watch Manchester United, a lot of the time when we get these chances, it's Garnacho chasing a ball over the top, yeah, and then he's through, but he's by himself.
Yeah.
Like even if, bro, there's no one to square the ball to, even if, bro. And obviously he can't shoot for shit. Do you know what I mean? But every time Garnacho gets these chances, he's through on his own, trying to run through on goal, and he ain't even got pace like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is United. We attack with one player, bro, at all times. Whether it's Højlund, whether it's Garnacho, we're always attacking with one player, bro. And that's a system flaw.
And you get so little kind of time to sustain these attacks. When men are getting into these positions, it's almost alien to them. When I see Dorgu get into advanced positions, or I see Darlow get into advanced positions, it's like man are like, right, man's here, like man's actually here. You know what I'm saying? Man are almost, it's like the man aren't used to be in these positions because it's being coached into them almost that like you're not gonna get the ball in these positions very often. When really to have attacking wingbacks is to be in that position more often than not. The goal is to have the ball. And then when you don't have the ball, it's like with Inter Milan, if you saw the way Bissek, look at position Bissek was getting in at times. Bissek, bro. The RCB. Not even just Dumfries. Bissek. And these men are not tech man. You can't tell me Dumfries a tech man. He's not. He's mad heavy. He's mad heavy.
Dumfries is robust. He's another Valencia, bro. He's proper robust.
He's mad
heavy. What he is.
But he's robust. You know what I'm saying? There is still an answer, and this is what I mean when I say quality in name that might not compare to certain other levels of ball. So when man say, you know what, Dumfries is all right, and that Dumfries is all right in the eyes of a team that's challenging and winning trophies. But if Dumfries signed for United, he's one of your best players.
Fact.
In terms of being able to play your position and do your role. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to do other things. You got too many man like Fernandes. Always wants to do everyone's role. Every man's cinema, trying to do everything, bro. He's always trying to do everything. Stick to your role. Stick to what you need to do. Certain players are you know what I'm saying? Only step out of your role when you're in a position where you have to do something. Like the little give and go that you saw Bissek, Dumfries, and Barella. When you saw the little triangle they done, and I think the ball got overran in the game. It got overran, but they ended up breaking through Barcelona quite quickly with just a couple of passes in tight areas.
Yeah, but that's always on because of the system. You know the amount of times, Barca had the ball, and as soon as Inter broke, brother, Dumfries was on his bike, bro.
Yep.
Like boom, gone. More times he was the furthest player forward. That's what your wing backs are supposed to do, bro. When's the last time you man have seen Dallo or Mazraoui or whoever or Harry Amas or whoever was playing there or Dorgu? When's the last time you seen them as our furthest player forward?
Look at Mkhitaryan. These man got Mkhitaryan. You know Mkhitaryan is playing in finals and semi-finals for fun at 36.
Bro.
You realize Mkhitaryan is a Man United and Arsenal reject.
Yep. But the thing is, he was one of the best players in the Bundesliga when we signed him as well. So he had qualities, but his qualities didn't translate.
He was beating up that league when he was at Dortmund. You know what I'm saying? How about this? He was the bro. Don't chat to me about Kim Kardashian, bro. When it comes to Armenia, he put Armenia on the map, bro.
Bro.
Don't chat to me about no Kardashians, bro. He put Armenia on the map, bro. You know what I'm saying? On the map. Bro, what he was doing at Dortmund was nuts with Aubameyang and Royce and them man there. And Kagawa and them man there. You know what I'm saying? So when he's playing for Inter Milan, this is what I mean when I say good management. Like, people forget Darmian's over there.
Bro, listen.
Darmian is over there. Like Matteo Darmian. This guy was also at Man United. Man used to hear his name. You know, I used to hear his name and laugh. I used to hear his name and laugh. Straight disrespect. Rants, straight disrespect. Straight disrespect.
No, but bro, I was rating Darmian. I can't lie, bro. Darmian under Van Gaal was calm, bro. I can't even lie, bro.
I was hearing his name and laughing, bro. That's where man was at. Like, I'm not saying he was a bad player, but in terms of like the top level, I was like, nah. But then Darmian, you're looking at Darmian now, and I'm pretty sure he started. I'm pretty sure he started against Man City this season and Arsenal. Someone you lot double checking it. I'm pretty sure he started against both this season and was fine. How old is Darmian now?
He must be in late 30s.
Checking his age right now. 35, bro. Fucking hell.
Makes sense.
Fucking hell, man. Managers don't want to manage. Managers don't want to manage.
I hear
The way certain players, the way managers have got certain players playing, and you want to make excuses for guys like Amorim is crazy. Managers don't want to manage, man. I don't want to hear it.
But this is what I'm saying, bro.
Look at Lukaku. Look at McTominay. Managers don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but they don't want to manage, bro. But this is the problem. These managers do not want to manage once, bro. These man want to turn up to clubs, sign whoever they want to sign, hit simulation and win trophies. This is what these men want to do now. Do you know what I mean? Because it's always the players' fault.
Simulate the league, bro.
Bro, it's always the players' fault, bro. When I see Inter Milan, I see a well-oiled machine. I see a team that is playing to a level that is far exceeds the individual ability of their players. Because, bro, listen, on paper, that Inter Milan team ain't supposed to put 3 past Barca. I don't care what no one says.
Nope.
I don't care. No way, bro. Do you know what I mean? The youth was on Barca's side. That Barca made Inter look old, in like I'd say the second half of the first of the first half. So like from 20 minutes onwards, they were making them look like an old team, bro. They had more legs. Do you know what I mean? In terms of like just pure tech, they had more the tech, man. They had the speed advantage. They had every conceivable athletic advantage, from the age, the speed, all of that. And bro, and in us still old man them, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, look at the way they dealt with them. They managed it. They adapted. They adapted to the shocks that they got after conceding the couple games. They adapted. They're always adapting. It's experience, bro.
Because they know what to do, and there's not all these man trying to do shit that you're not supposed to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like too many footballers like at times. They as I said, like Bruno Fernandes is an example. You're doing too much, bro.
Bro, shout out Ricky. I've been seeing the thing that's been going viral on Twitter, and I've been saying the same thing about Bruno Fernandes, but the analogy that he used was fucking hilarious, bro. Did you see it?
No. What did he say?
About the magic trick.
No.
You know them words. Like He goes, he basically said the way that Bruno plays football is he'll get a pack of cards and he'll say, pick a card. He'll say, think of a card. And man will just say, is this your card? And man will just keep dashing the cards down until he gets the right one. And you know what I mean? And it's true, bro. And it's true. And that's what I've been, this is what I've been saying, bro. This is how he plays football, bro. You have to speculate to accumulate, bro. Like, you're never gonna say that Dynamo's a great fucking magician, yeah, because he just says, is this your card? Is this your card? Is this your card? Bro, 10 cards later, man says, yeah, that's my card. I'm like, yeah. Brother, that's foolishness. That don't make no sense. You know them ones. Man are out here calling him an aggressive chance creator and that. You're not an aggressive chance creator. You just keep hoofing the ball until you get stats, bro. Like, that's not quality. That will never be quality. Do you understand what I'm saying, bro? Like, only, in this modern game, where man just hoofing the ball, is seen as quality. Back in the day, if you kept giving the ball away, you were shit. That's how we understood the game. We understood that in football, the most precious thing in the game is the actual ball. So the more you give it away, the more of a liability you are, the more I don't want you on my team. That's how football used to be. And now it's like, oh yeah, we can just keep giving it to the other team. Because you know why? Because it's an athlete's game now. So we'll just run more. Fuck running more, bro. Like, I don't want my team to run more. I want my team to run less because the team with the ball always runs less. The team with the ball always runs less. I've never seen a football match where the team with the ball runs more than the team without the ball. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. If you're running loads in football, it's because you're getting cooked. I'll be real. Like, that's the reality. Do you know what I mean? Because you're in survival mode when you're doing all that running.
Bro, it's crazy. People using Odegaard's shit form to uplift Bruno is sickening.
Yeah, but
it's sickening.
Do that though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sickening. They're using Bruno like anything to uplift this man, and that's what I said. Like, I don't like Bruno wants to be the DM, the centre mid. He wants to be the 6, the 8, and the 10 all at once. He wants to do all three. You know what I'm saying? And people, and even if you're the talisman, you still got to sometimes understand your role at the same time as being the talisman. Like, I use Cole Palmer as an example where he's supremely talented, but when he gets frustrated, I see him picking up the ball on the halfway line. Brother, get on the edge of the box and do what you do best and go and make something happen there. I don't need you connecting the ball on the halfway line. I don't need you doing that. You know what I'm saying?
With Cole,
around him.
Cole's not athletic enough to do that. Rooney used to be able to get away with that because Rooney could bomb forward and get on the end of stuff.
Yeah,
Cole ain't got that kind of.
Cole's more, as I say, Cole's more. You know what I'm saying? Smooth, very. You know what I'm saying? Very silky with what he does. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I think players sometimes. I understand when you're the talisman, but you ain't got to be collecting the ball from the halfway. Like, go, like, you know what I'm saying? Get your teammates to get the ball to you. And I understand sometimes you don't see the ball, and that's where you got to blame the manager when you're not seeing the ball and you're in the right positions to receive the ball. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I say sometimes coaches are just on this weirdo thing. They're just sometimes they're just weirdos. Like Barcelona, I think their high line is suicidal at times, isn't it? It is suicidal at times. Do they have the defenders to do it? Yes. But they have the attack to outscore everyone on this planet.
I think you have to if you're going to play football like that. I think
and you have to. Yeah,
Inter are too dangerous, Inter are too dangerous for Barcelona to play like that. I'll be honest, because Barca got away with one yesterday. I'll be honest.
The offside one, innit? Because that was marginally offside.
But also, there you go. But also Lamine's goal, that's all Lamine, you know, like that first goal. That was, the thing is, Inter was set up really well, but the timing in which that goal went in, it kind of got Inter's tails up, innit? Like Barca didn't deserve, they didn't deserve to score when they scored, innit? Because Inter had them there, but Yamal just, bro, he's a game breaker. He just got on the ball, and the way he finessed that back post, and the way he just does the little backlift thing, and just, bro, he does it.
For me, it was the stop start. For me, it was the stop start before that. Nasty, it was the stop start. Like to put that defender, like to put his weight was on his right foot, and then he was just gone. Like he started, and then went, and the defender was so static. He made the defender stand like this. You know how obviously you're side on when you defend. He was side on, stop started. Defender went like that for a second. He was gone. And the fact that there was no space to operate in, I said, we're watching the best player on the planet.
Yeah.
like what are we, yo, like that was abs on the and even Rafinha to laser that shot, to laser the shot that he lasered, that 3-2 down. But like first time from that corner to laser the shot the way he did. Like even Rafinha, who hasn't been in the greatest form of recent, the way certain Barcelona players stood up weren't a tactical thing. It was even the ball from Pedri, from Rafinha to knock it down for Ferran's goal. You realize, do you know how difficult that ball was that Pedri played?
Ridiculous, bro. And you see what I mean about someone, about someone like Pedri, yeah, compared to someone like Bruno. People tell me, yeah, that to be a creator, you need to give the ball away 50 times a game. Pedri plays mostly short passes. And then when he sees that pass, laser, drops it into the box, straight to the player.
Yeah,
none of this, I'm going to keep playing these long passes until one of them come off. None of that, bro. He plays the pass that needs to be played. And when he needs to show the quality to execute, he does that, bro. That's what I used to remember midfielders to be. Scholes was the same. Scholes wasn't just getting the ball in the six and just doing the quarterback thing and just pinging it. And if it goes out of bounds, it goes out of bounds. Just ping. Like, bro, like what's man talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't the NFL, bro. Man are not trying to gain yards and that, bro. This don't make no sense. Like, man, why is man just pinging the ball? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make no sense. Pedri's playing short. When he sees the pass, yeah, nice weighted, lifted ball into the box. Other than that, everything's neat and tidy. Everything's crisp. That's how you're supposed to play midfield. This getting the ball and just rassing it into areas and hoping for the best, yeah, that's not football to me. That'll never be football to me. Like, I can't rate that. I cannot rate that at all, bro. Like this, I don't know exactly when, and it was probably something to do with Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, when people just decided, yeah, that just rassing the ball into dangerous areas, yeah, is creative. Because, bro, we used to call that hoofball back in the day. We used to call that Wimbledon, bro, percentage football. And now all of a sudden, it's not shit no more. Remember, what's the difference between, yeah, what Bruno and De Bruyne are doing to what Stoke were doing with the throw-ins? What's the difference?
Yeah, I think De Bruyne is better.
No, De Bruyne is a better version of what Bruno does. But
he is way better.
It's still percentage football, though.
The thing is with Kevin De Bruyne, I've seen De Bruyne play for Wolfsburg, and I've seen him play for City, and I've seen him. So what De Bruyne is able to do, at least with De Bruyne, there's certain passes for me where I've looked at him and I've seen him be calculated, and I've seen him do it. I generally think when I watch Bruno, I promise you, I couldn't count more times. I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've seen Bruno play the calculated game. Do you know what I'm saying?
No. It's all just hoof, bro.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't, like, and that was probably when it was put in a deeper role. For KDB, I think later on in his career, it became a lot more like that. But there were times in KDB's career where he was serious and he weren't doing that. And especially his time at Wolfsburg, he was unbelievable at Wolfsburg. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, I think the game has changed in it for me. And I think like Barcelona will always stick to what they do best. And I do prefer like players like Pedri's one of my favorite players, Vitinha. How many times you see me going about Vitinha? These type of players.
He's the guy. Vitinha's nuts.
Like, I look at these men and go, cool, they might not be the final pass all the time, but they've got the quality. Barella's another one. Sorry, I didn't mention Barella.
He was nuts. I didn't mention too.
Barella is very much, people think Barella is like a serial creator. He's actually not. He's actually someone who at the highest level is able to keep the ball moving.
He's a controller, bro.
And he's got that. He's got the flick though. Like, you know, the flair, like the flair plus. Like any sort of flick. His body, he could be facing the wrong way. He'll find a way to angle his foot to put the right, like he is purchase and love on the pass personified. And I'm not talking 50-yarder, 60-yarder pings. I'm talking about that close to mid-range. Can he ping that ball 50, 60 yards? Yeah, but he doesn't need to showcase that 24/7. That's not, he doesn't need to do that. And he's even got the, if Barella wanted to be a 10, he could be a 10. Like if Barella wanted to be a 10, Rants, he'll go run the 10. And he'll run it to a very high level. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of players. Yeah, no, bro, listen, I don't want to hear nothing about Rice compared to any of these, man. These Arsenal man think Rice is on the level of these Barellas. like I couldn't believe when I was hearing Vitinha and Rice comparison. I couldn't believe
Bro,
that.
he's not even on the level of Thomas Partey, bro. Like, we don't even need to.
That's what I'm saying. He's not even the best midfielder at Arsenal. So why am I hearing comparisons? I didn't even like the fact that I was hearing like Fabian Ruiz. That was what. See that performance?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
You see that performance?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. He was the best. He was the best player on the pitch, bro. He was a joke.
Exactly. Ruiz ran the game, and that's in a midfield where Neves was in his defensive bag and was actually making them last minute getting the ball tackles, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was crunching up Sakayo Baka because it weren't Bakayo Saka.
Man said it was Tyreek George, blood. We was watching the game.
It's the evil Saka, Sakayo Baka, blood. That's you know what I'm saying. That's what it looked like. Neves had him in a split. You know what I'm saying? And then you actually had Vitinha, who got man of the match. For me, I understand
why he got man of the match, because for me, he's the best player. He was the best player, yeah, in the game, but he wasn't the best player on the pitch that day, bro.
Yeah, Ruiz was the guy running the game. I think he was a little bit quieter in the second half. Maybe that's why he didn't get the.
Because he didn't need to be. He didn't need to be loud. Like, the thing is with Fabian, it's like, if you want to see him, you need to watch him. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna see him because he just does. He's so unassuming. Yeah, he just does things. Yeah, without no fuss. You get me? Man's just there, just saying, yeah, let me sort that out. Man said that looks dangerous. Let me just clean that up real quick. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, bro. He does that. He puts out the fires, bro. He turns off the gas before the fire ignites. Do you know what I'm saying?
Very much unsung hero, like the role he was playing. And obviously, just to kind of segue away from the Barcelona game, because by the way, what a game of football, in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? As I said, it was just a mad slugfest, and 3-3 was to get 6 goals out of that. By the way, there was that one chance, the one where Yamal hit the bar and Sommer saves it onto the bar. Madness, absolute
madness. Oh, big up Sky. You see, Sky, you know the reason why I don't agree with this, yeah, and you know why I say to you guys, that's why when we watch football, yeah, I like to watch football in a different way, because the same way I'm telling you guys, for me, like, Fabian was the best player on the pitch. Everyone is giving Donnarumma bare credit, yeah, like he had bare to do, but the truth is, he made a couple good saves. He made the save from Martinelli, and he made the save from Trossard. Brother, Arsenal goalkeeper also made a save from Doué, and Saliba made a last-minute block. You know them ones. The reason why people are talking about Donnarumma, yeah, is because they were mad eye-catching. But he made 2 good saves in 90 minutes, bro. Like, that's not man of the match, bro. You're a goalkeeper. You're meant to make saves. Do you know what I mean? 2 good saves in 90 minutes is not one man of the match. Raya made 1 save, yeah, which Doué really should have finished. Do you know what I mean? So 2 saves in 90 minutes is not good enough for man of the match. You're a goalkeeper. Like, that's like a centre-back making 2 fucking challenges, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Trossard and Martinelli should have scored their chances. I think I still think 2 good saves. But by the way, the saves were good. They're good saves.
They were good saves, but the finishes were not precise, bro. They weren't.
Like, everyone was saying, like for me, I was having a debate. We were saying which chance was easier, in it, and I said, for me, I think Martinelli's was a little bit easier. But actually, if you look at Trossard's chance, Trossard makes his own chance harder by closing the angle on himself.
I think Martinelli's chance wasn't easy for the simple fact that, 1, I know he's not good, yeah, and 2, you know what it is? When you're in the position that Martinelli's in and you open up your body, there's only one place you can go. You're fully telegraphing it, so the goalkeeper can. If you've got a tall goalkeeper, he can fully get down and cover that space, because he knows, because you've opened your body up like that, you're only gonna go there. That's why when you do that, man have to do the Coutinho thing and dink it near post, or man need to do the Mbappe disguise thing where you disguise like you're gonna disguise to go around. He ain't got that. But it's a difficult chance, isn't it? It looks easy, but it's not really easy because you telegraph it. So
don't get me wrong, he has to score.
Yeah, he has to score, but it's difficult.
The thing is, like everyone's saying it was scrubby that he missed. But for me, if you actually look at the shot and you slow it down, he hits it still very convincingly. Like, he doesn't, he hits it like but the only thing is that he opened his body so early.
Yeah.
Donnarumma goes like that. because of his frame. Donnarumma's frame is so wide. He actually saved it with his hand. It wasn't even with his wrist.
Yeah,
you
man,
know?
he got a full
got a
hand on
full
that. Like
palm
that
on it.
was, bro, that was a
Yeah.
proper save. Like, man got
It
a
was-
full hand on
Yeah.
that.
like it was a. That's why I said, like, don't underestimate. As well as Martinelli should have lifted it, or maybe probably lifted it or reversed it. Don't underestimate the fact that man, he did this. Like
Yeah, bro,
the
man.
ball saw this as a POV. Like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
he
that's
saw
it,
that.
bro. Nah, it was
He
a
saw that
bad
as a
boy
POV.
save. But
Yeah.
as soon as Martinelli opens his body to go around the football, yeah, the goalkeeper's like, all right, cool, that's where you're going. I'm going early. You know the man, because
Yeah.
he's so tall, he can go early.
Yeah, like
And he
some
saves
people
that,
probably
bro.
like maybe De Gea probably would have saved it with his foot. De Gea
Yeah,
probably would have
that's
saved
it.
that with his foot.
If you go that
Exactly.
side, you have to go
Yeah.
top bins, like
You have
bins,
to bins
like,
it.
it
You have
can't
to
be low, it can't be waist height, it has to be bins.
And
You know what
This
I'm
is
saying?
what I was trying to explain to Matt, to Matt and the Manham and Coppish. I was like,
Yeah.
listen, you look on the eye, Martinelli's chance is gonna look like it's Martinelli's chance compared to Trossard's is gonna look da 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 da. I said, you look. Go look at Martinelli's chance, and then if you actually slow down Trossard's chance, Trossard closes. I said, you man are looking at the chance as they shoot. The chance doesn't start from when you shoot. It starts from when you shoot the ball.
Yeah.
When you look at Trossard and the way Rice actually took two players out the game, plays the pass to him, Trossard actually closes the angle on himself, then proceeds to hit the shot. Trossard's
the chance starts as soon as you touch the ball, bro. Like
exactly.
your first touch has to be intentional. Do you know what I'm saying?
And Trossard's both-footed.
Yeah.
And he's both-footed. So the fact that he scuffed it and it still required a fingertip save from the keeper shows how easy the chance was for me.
No, I hear
because
it.
if he hits it with any sort of conviction, the keeper can't get down quick enough. With Martinelli's chance, yes, it's from a similar position, but he's opened his body up early. And Martinelli's chance for me, he took the better positive touches. Martinelli's chance, it was two positive touches to put himself in a position where you open your body up. Trossard's carrying the ball and he's taking himself wider and wider, and then has to kind of
then he has to cut back
the
across
RVP
himself.
finish.
No, he done too
He's got
much.
to do the RVP thing, or the Harry Kane thing, where you got to put it postage stamp where the post just you got to put it postage stamp. You got to put where Marino. How about this? Where Marino's chance hit? Where Marino hit it first time?
Oh yeah, you have to wrap that inside the post. Yeah,
and that is like from where he ran with the ball to where he shot from.
bro. Keep going.
No worries. Yeah, you shouldn't have to. Like Trossard's chance shouldn't require him to bins that for him to score. He shouldn't have to bins that. Trossard shouldn't have to bins that. You know what I'm saying? So even though Martinelli's chance was probably slightly easier, I think for me, I kind of put them like this. Even though everyone probably agree it was like Martinelli's chance was harder. For me, Trossard's chance was just as bad as Martinelli's, if not a little bit worse. A, being a better finisher. B, he ran himself into a position where he's closed the angle. And Martinelli, for me, as I said, he opened his body up. Two great saves on the keeper. I think like we can say that. But trust me, you know what I'm saying? Both needed to score. But Trossard made the shooting part of the chance harder for me. I don't know what you man think, innit? I think you look, if you go on the XG accumulator, I think Trossard's chance was a 0.28. It was a 0.28 XG, and Martinelli's was a 0.22 XG. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like that, like the man them yesterday were bugging out by saying, "Oh, Martinelli was way easier than Trossard." Trossard's, like just because the keeper made a better save for Trossard's chance, don't mean Trossard's chance weren't easy.
Yeah,
like,
he made his chance more
difficult. He should never have to bins it from the position he received the ball in. You can make a chance easier by the touches you take towards the goal.
100%, bro. Like finishing, bro. Finishing is just, bro. It's maths, bro. That's all it is. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all angles, and that's the same with goalkeeping. Goalkeeping is angles, and this is why I tell you, man, Onana is shit, bro. Because the best goalkeepers just know their angles. Like The best goalkeepers don't even make saves, bro. A lot of the time,
Alisson, that's
yeah,
why I say Alisson's
the
so
ball just
fake.
hits them, bro. Like the ball
Yeah.
just hits them. Like I
Yeah.
swear.
You see when
Like,
Alisson slides and he does this, you know when,
Yeah.
when Alisson slides
Yeah.
and he does this, but his leg, I don't know if you see his leg is like here as well. Like
Yeah.
he puts his arms out, he puts one leg up and he like does this. And when you deep it, if you shoot too late, there's no space to the goal all of a sudden looks this big.
Yeah.
Because he's covering so much. Bro, that's why Alisson's so good in 1v1s. Like he covers so much. You literally have to do the perfect dink without making the ball go like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Without leaning back too much either. Because Bearman have done that against Alisson where they shoot too early because they know what he's gonna do and the ball just goes up.
Yeah, but the only way to score against these guys, yeah, is to either shoot early so they don't set, or to make sure, yeah, that you're in control of the angle. Because the thing is, yeah, as a striker, you need to understand that against good goalkeepers know their angles, so they're trying to force you the same way fullbacks try and force strikers down the outside. Goalkeepers try and force you into an angle that's unfavorable to you and more favorable to them. So as a striker, you need to understand that either I'm not playing your game and I'm taking the angle that I want, I'm not going where you're sending me, or I need to take this shot so early that you don't have time to try and manipulate the situation. And this is the problem. A lot of attackers, yeah, they kill the angle for themselves. They kill it for themselves, bro. What chance? I was watching, what game were we watching the other day where I'm sure it was Garnacho, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, go down the outside. Do you know what I'm saying? Go down the outside, hit the side netting and that. And it's like, bro, the touch was not meant to be down the outside past the goalkeeper. Like, when you're there, you don't take a touch there. Do you know what I mean? You have to hit it first time. You have to hit it first time. As soon as you take the touch, yeah, there's no chance. There's no chance anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Rashford done a similar thing, I think. I think Rashford done a similar thing for Villa as well. Like, through on goal. And it's like, bro, you have to hit this first time. You either need to lift it over the keeper, or it needs to be a toe poke. It needs to be something, bro, touch down the outside, and then all of a sudden you can't see the goal no more. Like, bro, what are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing, bro? It's called football, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man saying Jackson against Pickford as well. Another one. Rashford against City, yeah. Jackson against Pickford. Bro, we can talk about so many scenarios where you get into these situations. As a forward, yeah, the best place to go in these situations, yeah, when the angle's tight, you aim at the goalkeeper's feet, they can't close their legs. You put it through their legs almost every time. Almost every time. There's no point trying to round the goalkeeper when the angle's already against you, because the angle doesn't get better. You don't get better. You give yourself more to do. And that's what a lot of these men, they're not thinking, bro. Like, finishing, yeah, is an art, bro. That's what it is. It's an actual art, bro. Now we don't really have finishers. We just have people that score goals.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not finishers, bro. Like, in my opinion, yeah, a finisher is someone that has a deep bag and a variety when it comes to putting the ball in the goal, bro. Like, that's why when I look at someone like Erling, bro, man can't tell me that he's a great finisher, bro. Most of his goals are the same. That's not what a great finisher looks like, bro.
I think Erling's just a decent finisher. He's a
brother.
half.
If you're a great finisher, you need to be able to go round goalkeepers. You need to be able to dink goalkeepers. You need to be able to nutmeg goalkeepers.
No, Haaland got the dink.
You need to be able. You need, yeah, but come on, bro. Yeah, but I hear it, but bro, like, do you know what I'm saying? It's not the same level.
I think it's a bit different, Rants, innit? I'm not gonna lie. I think with some finishes, for you to be like a proper lethal gunman, I think you need to be able to make finishing also look a bit unorthodox at times as well. Because you see, like, obviously, I was watching Daniel Sturridge. I watched all his goals, actually. I watched every single one of his goals, innit? And I was looking at some of his finishes, Rants, and I was like, you know, there's certain finishes where he's not binsing it bottom corner. He's not binsing it corner every time. He's not trying, like, you know how certain men are just go, cool, if I put it far enough in the corner, it doesn't matter what the goalkeeper does. And don't get me wrong, that's not a bad way of thinking as a striker. It
doesn't, though.
But trust me, it doesn't need to go. It doesn't, like, Sturridge was putting the ball where the space was every time.
Yeah, but that's how to finish though.
Yeah,
Like,
every
but that
time.
was Rooney. Rooney weren't hitting the
Yeah,
inside of the
like
side net every time.
sometimes man was just like where the goalkeeper was rushing and the goalkeeper's going, he's just lifting it. Like he wasn't thinking at times, he was lifting it. There was times where he was just putting the ball low just to the right of the keeper because the keeper's in a certain like, bro, I was watching every single finish and I was like, raw. Like, and I know Surridge is a finisher anyway, very natural finisher for a player who played predominantly wide coming up from the academy in his Chelsea days and probably just when he came through at Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got some guy called Burner Boy saying the reason Sturridge never made it was because of his finishing. Go watch basketball, innit? But you know what I'm
injuries,
saying?
Bro. Come on.
Like,
bro.
come on, man. You can never say that Sturridge wasn't a natural finisher. I don't know, ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? But my point is that there's so many. I even see it with Lewa at times and some on all of these top finishes. Sometimes it's not even just about bins in it, bro. They're putting it where the keeper's not before the keeper can cover the angle. So that means, like I said, like, have you ever seen finishes that are like more in the middle of the goal and you're like, right, he didn't even bins that, like.
Yeah, but those are the best finishes because, bro, you don't need to hit the side netting, bro. All you need to do is put it where the keeper isn't. Yeah. That's how you finish, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
And when
like,
the keeper
when I'm shooting, I never aim for corners when I'm shooting. I aim for where the keeper's not. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
And when the keeper does the cold thing in it, when the keeper does the right thing, when he does the actual right thing and he goes and he does cover the right angles, that's when you bins it. That's when you're going to need to bins it because that's the only option you've left yourself with, or the keeper's forced you to leave yourself with because you haven't shot early enough or you haven't tried to go around the keeper. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I'm not saying Sturridge is the only guy. That was just the example of who I was watching.
Yeah, you don't need to hit corners more times. Yeah, as a striker, when you try and hit the corner, you miss the target, bro. Because man try and be too precise. You see it with penalties as well. When man try and go top bins, more times, it goes over, it goes wide because man are forcing the top bins. Don't force it, bro.
You'd be surprised how many shots go top bins when you're aiming for the middle of the goal.
Well, exactly, because they're not aiming for that. Like, this is why Messi is one of the best finishers because you don't try and aim in the corner, bro. You just lift it over the goalkeeper, like, or you just put it to the side of the keeper. Like, it's not in the corner, man. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. People would perceive, CR7 to be a better finisher. You're right, but most of the time he's hitting the ball very hard, and it's not going in the corner. Messi is just passing it. Like, I've seen Messi side foot the ball, along the floor from 25 yards into the side, into the side. He side foots, he passes it in like from 25 yards.
Tony Kroos, he's done that.
Yeah, bro. Like, brother, man just side foots it in, bro, from 25 yards out and wrong foots the goalie. Like that is all shooting is passing the ball. Yeah,
that's why that's why
the goal.
That's why I always said that Firmino doesn't score goals, but he's a very articulate finisher. You get it? Does that make sense?
I get it.
He don't score enough goals. Like, he'll get you 8 goals. He'll get you 8 to 10 goals in the league, maybe 8 to 12.
Yeah, but there's loads of players like that. I put Sancho there as well. Sancho's a very good finisher. He just don't shoot. But when he shoots, like, man, most of the time when he shoots, he scores. Like, but he don't
I've
shoot.
seen Firmino like dink the keeper in the most disrespectful way, like and it's like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think it was against Spurs where he faked it and he like just dinked it with the outside of his right foot and it just hit the post. And I was like, bro, this guy takes the piss of his finishing, He just don't shoot that much. Like, he takes the piss, like the absolute piss. And one of my boys knows one of the Tottenham defenders. And he was this was it. And this was actually, if you go back, this was actually in 2020. And he was like, do you know he was saying who he fears the most? And this is when Firmino was getting a bit of stick because Salah and Mane weren't scoring. It was like, cool, what's your striker doing? That was kind of the thing. And he was saying, bro, cool, you know what Salah and Mane are going to do, but you're never going to know what Firmino's going to do.
Because Firmino don't know what he's going to do, but he just decides in a split second.
Yeah, like he is like, bro, you see the half turn is peak. It's peak, man. Like, he's like, Salah's gonna cut in. He's like, Mane is gonna maybe go one way or the other, and you're not gonna be able to move him off the ball because he's so strong. He's like, but Firmino, give it a rest, man. Just give it, like, he's like, man, you just it's a that one, innit? It's a that one. You know what I'm saying? So some of you man in the chat are too fast, but
Oh,
yeah,
you are funny, bro. This
Yeah.
this comment here yeah, couldn't be further from the truth. Sports watch alongs. I'll be honest, yeah. When people think of deep bags, yeah, and finishing, yeah, like I don't think you're understanding what the premise of what I'm putting forward. Like, man are saying that Ronaldo's got a deep bag when he's finishing, bro. Listen, I've never seen this bro finesse anything. He smashes the shit out of everything with both feet. He blasts it most of the time, yeah. Like a lot of his finishes, he's blasting it. Yeah, it's not even in the corner, bro. He just whacking it, bro. It's just pure, just a venom in it in the strike. Yeah, he strikes the ball hard with both feet. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not no deep bag. Yeah, he scores headers. Man said left foot, right foot is deep bag. It's not deep bag. Deep bag is dinking. Is fucking if it needs to be outside of the foot, if it needs to be a finesse inside of the foot, bro. If you go watch here, someone like a Falcao or something like that. When I tell you about a pure finisher, like a deep bag, like Falcao, Radamel, bro, like El Tigre, bro. Look at that, brother. That is that is, bruv, that is the bag, yeah. The bag, there's no bottom of the bag, bruv. You throw something in the bag and the shit will still be heading towards the bottom of the bag, yeah. 2 years later, there's no floor of the bag.
Yeah.
That's what a finishing is.
Robbie Fowler's finishing.
Bro, man, I'm chipping the keeper with both feet. I'm rounding the keeper with both feet. Man is curling it top bins with both feet. Man's hitting volleys. I'm hitting everything.
You know what I'm saying? Falcao was doing shit, yeah. Like he was doing shit in finals that I'd actually go, yeah, this guy's taking absolute piss. Even Aguero had to finish. You know, Aguero's finishing used to piss me off because he knew exactly what he was doing every single time. It was never fluke. You see when Aguero used to roofie it. You know when he used to roofie it from them angles. And I'm like, bro.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You see
any other man is
Martinelli had Aguero would have slapped that.
He's roofing it of the near post. He's roofing it
into the roof of the net. It's not even in the corner.
Yeah,
it's just in the roof.
That. Like,
bro, you see the finish that Varashelia scored, yeah, where man slapped it near post high off the inside of the post.
Yeah.
Aguero was just rossing that, boom, off the roof, blood. What are you talking about?
It, bro? Like, I mean, to be fair, I didn't even go as far as I've seen Saka do that a few times where he roofies it near post. You know when Saka roofies it near post?
Yeah, man.
And you can't, bro. And the thing is, like, and what you see the keeper, they're always taught to go down.
Yeah.
So when you deep it, there's actually always a gap between the keeper's shoulder and the crossbar. There's a gap that naturally the keepers have to, because realistically, it's always more likely a player's going to go low and hard.
Yep, and they're trying to protect that near post anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, so they drop down.
And that's why guys like Coutinho. When you saw Coutinho, I will never forget when he chipped the hair at his near post like that. I will never forget that goal.
Oh, bro, that one there, because the hair went down, yeah, and then I just saw the ball just jump. I was like, nah, bro, what are you talking about?
I was like, yeah, nah, it's different, man. And the worst thing is, it was the scoop chip. It wasn't, you know, when you dig the ball, it wasn't the dig the ball chip. It was that one when you lift it, like, bro. Yeah, nah.
Man can say how it's shooting with both feet and great in the air, not a deep bag. Let me tell you why. Because I can tell you, yeah, about 5 or 6, 7 different finishes here, just with my right foot. Just with my right foot alone. Do you know what I'm saying? You got your dink finish, you got your outside of the foot finish. You got your laces racing finish, you got your finesse finish. Man, I got the fake shot round the goalkeeper finish. Man, I got the toe poke finish. That's already 6. Man, I got so many different finishes, yeah. And then what? You got the other foot as well. And then you've got the aerial stuff as well, bro. Like, you can have bare different finishes just with one foot. So just because you can shoot with both feet, if you're just blasting it with both feet, that ain't variety. It's just a blast just with the other foot. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't no variety, bro. Like that's not. Do you know what I'm saying? Go watch man like Romario and these man, if man want to see variety and stuff like that finishes. Go watch that. Do you know what I'm saying? Go watch that. I'll be real. Like even the Suarez thing where man's hitting the mad volleys as well. Like them stupid volleys. Like when the ball's dropping and man's just going.
I call them the dippers, right? You know what's the chicken dippers? You see when it goes like this? The ball goes like this. Like,
yeah, bro. Like, bro.
Like, even Payet was a rude finisher.
The Swaz volley where man's hitting it with the outside of the foot and the ball's doing all that. And
you know we've got a mad finishing bag as well. I can't even cap. You know, Son, like 3 years ago, his
Yeah,
finishing,
he was
like,
cracked for a couple
like
seasons.
in front of goal, Rants. He's the one who I always said it doesn't matter if you have Alisson in goal. I'll tell you now, Liverpool fans in the chat, Liverpool fans, side with me on this one. When Son was in on goal, I just knew it was a goal. I can't lie. I just knew that shit was a goal every time. I knew that the way he used to make Alisson look so average.
Yeah.
So average at times with the one-on-one thing. He was one of the ones where I thought, fuck.
Yeah, bro.
This
No,
guy's
I
finishing
hear it.
was nuts.
Like, bro, and remember, and bro, and you might know that Olivier Giroud's got that near post finish with the outside.
Outside of the boot, the skimmer.
I don't what's man talking about. You see that finish there, bro?
No, hard
way more, bro, just
Bro.
way more difficult than just putting your laces through a football, bro.
That's,
There's so many different ways to manipulate the football.
to get across your defender when the ball is flying at you and the goal is there. You see when the goal is there and the ball
and bruv, it's the fade, blood, because man's fading the outside of the ball, bruv.
And you're getting the outside of the boot and it's going and it's lasering and it's going like this up into the top corner. It's lasering past you into the top corner.
Come on.
That near post skimmer is one of the that's harder than certain volleys, bro.
Yeah,
that's harder than a volley. Because especially when man are fizzing it across the ground, fizzing it, and you got to redirect the ball while being under pressure, while being on the stretch, while getting there before your defender and beating the keeper.
Yeah. Huh? This is what I'm trying to say, bro. So the shooting with both feet ain't more impressive for me, bro. I've been able to do that my whole life. Like it's not that impressive, bro. Like if you're just blasting the ball, it's not that impressive. I believe that every professional footballer should be able to shoot with both feet. Like, I don't see it as something that's mad impressive, bro. Like it's something that you should be able to fucking do, bro.
Do you know what finish that I used to rate, like I still rate now as it's one of the finishes that I always, when I have to do shooting drills or when I do shooting drills, I ask for this particular delivery and shot. I think it's one of the most hardest techniques to master. We've seen a lot of players kind of do it. The one player that should never have been able to do it, that I've seen do it a few times, was Jordan Henderson. So you probably know what finish I'm talking about. You know when someone cuts the ball back and with your inside foot, you hit it first time and it bends away from the keeper into the side netting.
Yeah.
That type of finish. That finish there, for me, is one of the hardest. Like, it's one of the Messi's got that. Messi has it on lock.
But you have to catch the ball perfectly.
Because you can miss the ball completely. It can go like up.
You can slice it. You can drag it. Like, it has to be the connection. The timing of the connection has to be perfect, and you just have to wrap your foot around it. Like,
it's, you know what, I think it's the
got that on smash as well.
Kane got it. Kane got it as well.
Harry Kane's got that reverse.
It's the reverse curler, bro. How about this? Essentially, what Dembele done against Arsenal. Essentially, from the cutback from Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, cool. He mishit it. If you actually look,
he kicked it into the floor, but it don't matter.
But the fact that he scored it shows. If you
to be fair, Rooney's got that as well, but Rooney could do that rap.
Yeah. Rappers, the reverse rappers, like that rap. And bro, that reverse wrap, the one to go, because you know why it's such a crucial technique, because realistically, you have to look at it from put yourself in the goalkeeper's shoes and you're seeing someone hit the ball. You now need to look at yourself and go, cool, is he going to wrap it across me or he's going to wrap it near post? Because if you move to your near post, the ball's bending away from you. It's infinitely harder to save. The ball's bending away from you, bro. Calafiori. Perfect example against Man City, the Calafiori goal. You can't save that. Because if you kind of near post it, the keeper can be very much like because remember, you're hitting it first time, so the keeper's not even set. I'm telling you, that reverse rappers Rants, that reverse rap, because you know what it is. You never need to put your foot through it.
Yeah, that's a Rooney thing, bro. I can't lie. Rooney had that on smash, bro. He used to just whip it like.
But there is, and you know, there's certain man who, even though with that finish, you're not actually supposed to put your foot through it because the power will be generated.
You'll balloon that. If you try to hit it too hard, that's going out the stadium. You
just have certain man. Do you know who could do? Do you know who broke the rules? Do you know who broke the rules? Yaya Toure broke the rules with that one. He was licking it. No,
But it was like a
lifting it
golf
and it
swing
weren't
when he was
ballooning.
hitting it. Boom. Yeah.
Rad, it weren't
Different.
ballooning. Why weren't it ballooning? You know what
Different.
Yaya Toure one I'm talking about, innit? The one that where
Yeah.
the ball's behind him and he's licking it and
Yeah,
it's going
but bro, I think it's because man just got a big foot. You know them one. Sometimes
Bro.
man's foot so big, yeah, it's in contact with the football for longer. That's
Yeah.
why I didn't fly over the bar,
Like,
bro.
bro,
Because
look at the
them
size
things
of
there
your
don't
foot.
make sense.
Like, look at the size of your foot. Just side foot it. Don't be greedy. Just side foot it. But don't be greedy, bro. Just side foot it.
Nah,
What you
bro.
blast? You're not allowed to blast that because if any of us blast that, it's going to the moon.
You're just going out the stadium, bro. Easy work.
But-
This is what I'm saying. You man are
Yeah,
seeing there's so
yeah.
much variety.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways that you can put the
Yeah.
ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can put the ball in the net, bro. This is what I'm trying to say. That's why man is not
Right.
really man don't get gassed off a man just blasting the ball, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Man don't see. That's why even your mouse finish yesterday. The reason why I loved it so much is because he weren't going for power. Man just said, yeah, back post, yeah, hold that. Man just bro, man dinked it. Brother, the ball looked like it was traveling bare slow in the air, and the keeper could do nothing about it. There was no power on it.
His last finish shot was like that. One of the goals he scored in the Champions League, his last finish shot had no power in it.
Yeah.
No power.
Bro,
No power,
it's crazy, bro. Like, man wasn't going for power. He just lifted it. It's very
It's
little
good
back
if
lift,
you
and
use
the
the
ball's just
defender, innit?
floating. Yeah.
When you can use the defender as the
Mm.
as like the marker, because that's how man score free kicks. You actually use the wall. If you're an actual free kick taker, you don't actually look at the top corner and go, "Cool, I'm gonna put it in that bin."
Yeah, you just need to miss the wall, bro.
Is not what you the actual free. That's why actually, if you realize some free kick takers, they get two of their players to stand in the wall as well. They make the wall bigger.
Yeah, and then they run out the way. Yeah,
say to your boy, aim here, like right over my shoulder. If you get the ball over my shoulder, it's going in.
Yeah. No,
or the keeper has to make a worldie. He has to do the matting. You know what I'm saying?
But facts though. Nah,
yeah, bro. Like these, you see some of these reverse strikes and the shooting bag. As I said, man, even Rom's boy, Robbie Fowler, like he was speaking about, and he spoke about like how they used to compare him and Owen in it, and he was like, "Don't get me wrong, Owen when it comes to running in behind, Owen's
but he's like, yo, I got a deeper bag when it comes to finishing. He does,
and Owen's finishing bag was deep, like he had the finesse, you know, the sliding shot when you're off balance, you know, the sliding shot. Owen had the sliding shot on
serious.
You know the man that slide tackle their shots and it just goes bins.
Yeah,
like how you're like how. Yeah, Owen had all of that.
Bro, man had the swivel, like, you get me, the swivel shot where man would roll the defender, swivel, top corner, all of those. Like,
but
too
Fowler,
many.
Fowler just had. He completed it though. He completed the game in terms of the dink, the chest, to bring it down, the header. Man knew everything he was doing. Man knew, you know what I'm saying? Man knew it. Same with Anelka. Man don't know about Anelka's finishing bag.
Yeah, nasty.
Anelka's finishing bag was nasty, bro.
But this is the point. Like, when I grew up watching all of these players and seeing all of these different kinds of finishes and what these men were doing, this is why man's not looking at these finishes now and saying, "Oh, my days, like these men are sick finishes." I'm seeing just bare volume. That's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing relentless volume here from the systems that are now creating all these chances for players, bro. Like, I think back in the day, you expected strikers to create their own goals. And now when strikers aren't scoring, we say, "Oh, there's no service." You know them ones. Like, we never used to say, "Oh, there's no service" before. It was like, "Yo, bro, listen, you're hungry. You need to find food."
Even bro, Matt Letizia, yeah. Because I spent a long time watching his videos there, a long time. I've even gone on the Premier League voting to see how he plays in game. Yeah, Matt Letizia was one of the biggest piss takers of football I've ever seen. Like, he just took the piss for a living.
The Braves used to score volleys all the time and say, "You know what? I'll flick it up to myself." And
yeah, like, man, you know that man who don't care, bro. Man didn't give a monkeys. There's certain man who know who don't. There's certain man who don't care to the point where they don't even need to move. As in, like, they're fine. Like, as in you can do all this stuff for that. It don't matter. Like, certain man like that, you can't. And these are men that aren't like top 1% players. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing you could say back then when you look at certain finishes. Like, look at Higuain. Higuain was, I don't want to say Higuain was overweight and scoring 40 goals, but Higuain couldn't move at times. in his latter years, he was scoring more goals compared to when he actually kind of could move. When he was like kind of remember he went at Madrid and that, and he kind of could move.
Yep.
And
Yep.
he was still a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Higuain, as a actual finisher, was crazy, like crazy. Like he's had one of the best individual seasons that the Serie A has ever seen as a striker. Like and as an individual season, like to see what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I look so like when people look at Cavani and what he was doing in Serie A, I look at Cavani as more of a volume finisher compared to what actually like Higuain was doing.
I think so. Yeah, he's a volume
And
finisher.
don't get me wrong, and Cavani's finishing back is still good though. Cavani's finishing back is like
yeah, he used to score bare goals, but Cavani was like
even at United.
He was like the final form Darwin Núñez, bro. That's what it was, bro.
But even some of Cavani's finishing at United was like raw.
Yeah, it was.
Some of
the keeper, bro. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like that chip that he scored from like the halfway line, like 40 yards.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm calling about variety as well, bro. A lot of these strikers in today's game don't have the finesse, to chip the goalkeeper like that from that distance, bro, and float it over the goalkeeper. They don't, bro. Every man's just side foot finishing, bro. But man ain't got that finesse to just lift it from that distance. Most man ain't got the ball striking ability to do that, bro. Like they wouldn't even try that.
That's why I say, like, bro, this is why I say, you look at Cunha, Cunha is actually a very good finisher, in my opinion, innit? He's been placed in that left 10, but that's why I said it's not good if he goes to like Man United. Maybe you have to still get players around him and that. But Cunha is a very cultured finisher, you know? Like, he's a very cultured finisher. Like, his variety is cold. And he's got bangers as well. Like, he does the outside of the box thing. He does the fuck it and just shoots outside of the box sometimes as well.
Yeah, he's a throwback player still.
Did anyone see the goal he scored against us when he faked it onto his left and he just put
it? And then he wrapped it.
Yeah, he wrapped it. I was like, you don't give a fuck, man.
No,
he don't give a monkeys, you know. Like it's crazy. Like there's a lot. There's I feel like there's still men in the game. Like again, Lautaro Martinez, is spoken about because of his lack of performances on the big stage, innit? But as a finisher, as a gunman, Lautaro is top, bro. He is top in terms of finishes. Like that Trivela finish, I still can't get over the Trivela.
That finish was crazy, but I still look at that finish and think, why did he even try that in the first place? It was mental.
Who the hell would? I thought, why are you doing that? Why did you do that? It's like when Suarez put it. Remember when Suarez nutmegged David Luiz and he put in postage stamp? I'm like, why did you do that? I was like, why did you do that? There was no need to do that. The keeper lied down. You could have just put it. You could have just rolled it into the corner. Man, T-bins that because he felt like it.
Yeah, no, that was nuts.
Just because he could. Like, there's man that crazy. On like, bro. Even do you know who was even, bro? Yilmaz. The season they won the season they won League One. Yilmaz, Burak Yilmaz. Go look at some of the goals he scored that season. I know, guys, you think I'm stretching. I'm reaching. Go and look at some of the goals that Yilmaz scored. Was it for Lille that season? Some of the shit that guy was doing, I couldn't. My eyes, bro. It's like, nah. This guy's in the bro. The back was nuts. The back was nuts. Like, trust me. There's man out there. There's Hazard. Yeah, bro. Hazard's League One highlights was nasty. Hazard's generational though. You know what I'm saying? Yilmaz ain't generational.
Oh, this chat is killing me today, bro. I can't lie. This chat is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, bro. There's some names, but there are, trust me, like Rants, you're right though. Guys like Falcao, you know what I'm saying, who had that, it just couldn't fall to them in the box. You know what I'm saying?
This is my point. Like, I don't see strikers like that no more. I don't see strikers like that where it's like if the ball drops to them in that 18-yard box, the back of the net is coming off, bro. Like, that's it. I don't see those players no more. I just don't see them anywhere, bro.
I think
that's why the Thuram goal was a throwback centre forward goal where it's like, bro, I'm putting that ball in the goal by any means. Like, that was a proper throwback number 9. The ball's in there. It's not the perfect height. It's not the perfect pace. It's not the perfect trajectory. It's not the perfect anything. But I'm gonna do it.
I think the old school strikers were like, cool. Jota's the best finisher at Liverpool Football Club, innit? Cool, he's been shit this year, but Jota's the best finisher at Liverpool Football Club, innit? I'll tell you that for free. Yeah,
Mhm.
he got the deepest bag of finishing because he has the extra composure to fake it. I like if you like, cool. Just delete the season from Jota for a second. If you
Mhm.
actually look at what he does in the box, he has the extra bit of composure that no one thinks about. You know what I'm saying? You know the way he kind of just slaloms in and out. Like you remember when he just walked
Mhm.
through Arsenal defense that time, and
Yeah.
and he even faked Ramsdale, and he just walked. He just walked through their defense. Guys have that extra bit of composure. You look at someone like Wisa. Wisa for me feels like one of the old school strikers.
Yeah, he's got a nonchalance about his game. It's bare like, yeah.
Yeah, like Johan Wisa. I think Wisa is there for a move as well. You even look at even you look at some players are natural finishers more than others. Like even Chiesa's go in the final. I think I'm the first
That
one
was
to
a
say
sick finish.
Chiesa's finish against Newcastle was a finish I haven't seen a lot of my guys do in a minute, bro.
Mm.
Whereas like Duran's another one.
Yeah, Duran's a
Duran
natural
get the ball in
finisher,
the
though.
team.
Mhm.
Huh?
He's a
Yeah.
natural finisher. Duran is a throwback number 9, bro. He shoots from everywhere. That's
Yeah.
what, bro. Old strikers used to shoot from everywhere. It wasn't just a box thing,
Everywhere.
bro. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
and whenever they got the box, even Defoe, look how small Defoe was. If he got the ball within 25 yards, he's rifling it.
He's right, yeah, he's rifling that quick thing. That's why for me, I don't side with the Lautaro shit stuff because Lautaro, yeah, is just, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like,
I think he's in a weak era, bro. Like the thing is
yeah,
with
I hear it.
Lautaro
But for me,
Martinez, I just think he's in a weak era.
he's still in that mode of, I think he's quite old school with the way he plays as a striker. He's quite old school for me.
Yeah, and he plays in a 2 as well. Like I hear all of that. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think it's just a weak era. I still wouldn't look at him as a striker that I would sign, bro. Like, especially in a system where I'm playing 1. Do you know what I mean?
Because the coach is coached to get the best out of players, in it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. I think because he just does what it says on the tin. I think people don't like to put him in certain conversations. You know what I'm saying? But he does what it says on the tin, and his finishing bag is deep as well. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I think I'm interested to see how the window goes because obviously just kind of going back to Liverpool and winning the league now. Obviously, for banter reasons, I'm not going to entertain chat about next season for now. But if we are having a conversation,
you're worried now, innit? Now they gave that money to Van Dijk and Salah. You think that the purse strings are going to be tight?
Not even that. No, not even that. I'm more intrigued as to who we're getting in because like everyone talked about Isak. Isak ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Isak ain't going nowhere.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of looking at the strikers available in the window. Darwin's gone. Who are you actually gonna go and get? Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, level United, Quagliarella. Yeah.
All right, he scored like bare goals at about 50, blood.
And he was doing it he was doing it with cataracts.
Yeah, bro, man, he scored, bruv. Bare. He was a proper finisher. That's what I'm saying.
Proper. At like 35, he was still mashing work.
Mm-hmm.
He was still mashing work. What do I know about Diamanti? What do I really know about Diamanti?
Bro, this guy, bro.
Yeah.
This guy doing throwback Thursdays.
Bro, no, because you know about Diamanti, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Nah. Because his thing was crazy. His thing was crazy, bro. I don't care what no one says. Pause. You know what I'm saying? The shooting, hey, Fabrizio Micheli at Palermo and that. Don't piss me off today, bro. Don't piss me off today. Certain, rifles, bro. Rifles. I'm not saying Luca Toni, Di Natale, and that.
Yeah, man's taking a piss. Man said you're a small club if you can't sign Isak, you know, bro. Listen, it's not even that, bro. I think that he'll be priced out of a move, bro.
Yeah, nah.
I think he'll be priced out of a move. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them ones.
Yeah.
I don't see him going anywhere, and I don't think he's worth what these men would want for him anyway. That's just my honest opinion.
Yeah, I hear but the Isak thing, I'm bored of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm bored of the Isak thing. But yeah, no. Generally speaking, and Rossi as well. Sorry, I disrespect Rossi as well. I disrespect Rossi on that one as well. Forgot about Rossi's thing. But I feel like when we're looking at what's available for me, I feel like we missed a trick with Kvaratskhelia and Marmoush.
You did. They would have both been players that would have suited your team.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at Marmoush and I go, cool. Marmoush hasn't moved me But I look at him and go, he's a danger every game.
Nah, he's
He
cold.
is an
Like, I
issue.
can't lie.
Yeah,
He's cold.
he's an issue, you know. He's a big problem. Kvaratskhelia is a different type of problem, but Kvaratskhelia has the beating of any player.
Yeah, but Mamouche is a goal threat.
Like Mamouche is more of a threat to the goal. Like he's like one of them, man. If he sees the goal, he's going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he's not technically like a dunce. Like he's fine. He's fine technically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we missed a trick with both of those. I just think that that's more credit to the guys that went and got the job done in January and overspent when they needed to. Sometimes overspending needs to be done.
Yeah.
There are circumstances where you spend the money. Like Arsenal should have overspent in January. 100%. What? Because of an extra 20, 30 million, you didn't want to put yourself in a position to win the league? Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Bonkers, bro. Out of your mind. Because a lot of the decisions you make in a certain window can affect what happens in the next window. Because now, when you look at your, like, if you look at, say if you're fighting for top 5 and you don't make the signings to go get top 5 and now you're playing Europa League football, you can't even now get the target you wanted to go and get. Because you didn't want to spend the extra 20, 30 million. Every window changes, and there's a flavor of the month now for every window. I think that with Liverpool, like as I said, left back issue. As I said, you need to kind of go and get that Kirkers signing. You still need to go and get a left back. We still need another midfielder. We need a striker. With the Trent thing, as I said, put Szoboszlai right back, but people still think I'm crazy with that one. So if not, either give Conor Bradley the season, which I think he's earned. I think he has earned the right to have one season. I think he's earned the right to have one season in it, where we trust him as the first choice right back. But I still think we need, I'd say another centre back, a left back, a 10, and a striker for me. If you don't get a striker, you need to go and get a bad boy 10.
And do you think that, do you have faith in your recruitment team to deliver?
Hell no. We're doing it. What I would say is that this is the first time where the players have come out and said they think that the squad is going to get bolstered for the first time in the way that it needs to. And as remember, I give you the Teddy Sheringham example, innit? You know what I'm saying? I feel like the talks with Salah and Van Dijk definitely would have been help us in it. Give us some extra.
Yeah, because they'll definitely be thinking that they can retain with the players you have and with the stages that everyone else is in, for sure.
Yeah, the squad's never strengthened from a position of power. So why would I think we're going to do it now? Yeah, even with Michael Edwards. It's funny how Michael Edwards leave. We won the league with Michael Edwards. He left. We come back, we win the league with Michael Edwards. That is quite crazy. But
yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, but this is what I mean when I say the window is going to be very, very important going into next season, because City are not going to sit here and let man walk the league again. I'll tell you that for free.
No, they're not, bro. They're definitely gonna. Definitely gonna invest. So
this is the thing. I know you got your Jokeres, you got your Osimhen. I think Osimhen will probably find his way out of that Liga Kebab, as you said. I don't think Osimhen.
He needs to.
Yeah, like he was just there kind of because like the team did like this is how you know it's mad ruthless over there in Italy. Like, how can you win your team the league and then you're out there?
Yeah, but then what happens if they win the league without him? Then what happens? You know that one.
Yeah, then they were right. Then you can't look at man like they're maniacs.
Imagine got rid of Varashelia and Osimhen and then win the league again. Fuck me.
It's mad, isn't it? That's the biggest I told you so. The biggest I told you so. Man bought in McTominay, Lukaku and that. And man said, no, it's fine. What, you reckon it's them, man? No, it's Lobotka and that, bro. Man don't know about Lobotka and that.
It's crazy, guys.
That's what it really is. And Greece Lobotka. Tell me something. That's what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Mbappe and PSG, they're doing better about it.
You see what I'm saying, bro? And that's why coach is coach, bruv.
Yeah. Because they still could have coached with it. I still think they could have coached with Mbappe and Dembele on either side.
Yeah, but to be fair, you can see Enrique didn't want Mbappe, blood. He's not Mbappe is not an Enrique player. You can just see from the direction he's gone in since he's left.
Yeah, and you gotta remember as well, like Kolo Muani, that's probably one of the worst signings ever. No one talks about it because it was that bad. How much did he go for? How much did he go for in the end? Piece wise, he was expensive, bro.
At 90 or something,
brother. He done nothing for that team.
Yeah,
you might as well have just burnt the money.
Yeah, but
let's be honest. You might as well just burn the bread. Like that's one that people won't speak about from years to come because they're doing well now, and they managed to fix it, and they fixed it in 6 months, and they fixed it. They fixed it, and even Ramos, 90 on 90 on Mawani, what, like 80 on Ramos?
Something like that. Yeah, between the two of them, it was a fuckery still.
That's, bro. Yeah, like it's ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, I look at this. I look at Liverpool now, and yeah, I'm itching to retain it. I'll be real with you, bro. I'm itching to retain it. I'm gonna be drunk most days. I'm gonna be celebrating like a madman. I'm gonna be there for the parade and that. And for me, I'm just chilling now. I'm just watching the madness unfold tonight. You know me. I'm gonna be watching the madness unfold. I really want to see who walks away with these European trophies, man. I'm really intrigued to see it. I'm really, really intrigued to see it. Because when you look at Man United and you look at Tottenham, they're both capable of winning the Europa League. You look at Bilbao, they're capable of winning it. I think Bodo Glimt have ran their race.
You would think so, but bro, you
never know. It's knockout football, isn't it? It's knockout football. We saw Lazio were the favourites for the competition. And now they're done.
Exactly. So you
know
never
what I'm saying? Yeah, like do you think Arsenal come back against PSG?
Hell no. Them man are gonna get their head top slapped off in France, but I think France is gonna be a dominant display from PSG, man. Their fans are something different. I think the Arsenal players don't have the stomach to deal with what they're gonna deal with in that stadium, bro. If their fans got outworked at their own stadium, when they go to France, it's gonna be a cauldron, bro. I can't even lie. It's going to be something different.
A long time I heard the cauldron, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be that, bro. They're getting cooked, man. Do you know what I mean? I think it's going to be different.
Yeah, it's true. But I'm just happy, man. Because you see with that Premier League, that 20th Premier League, that 20th league title, let's say, I'll be specific with it at least. We've waited so long for that, bro. So long for that because the way Fergie knocked us off our perch was peak, G.
I hear it.
He slapped the back of our heads, you know.
I hear it.
The way Fergie slapped the back of our heads was peak. It was peak, G. So to go and get back that number 20 and sit at the 20 table. Now my water's crystallized now. There's crystals in man's water now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sipping, like, as I said, bro. Like, listen, man, this is, we're back. You know what I'm saying? We're back now. You know what I'm saying? This is where we are. You know, now it just can't be 21 because now then we'll have the most of everything. I think you have more FA Cups than us. You got more FA Cups than us, to be fair. So, you know, don't let us win anything again, man, because
I hear it, bro.
Don't let it be a shit Premier League again. That's what I'm saying. Don't let it be a shit Premier League again. I'm not really too shameless towards certain fans. I'm more shameless towards the Arsenal fans because of the cheekiness that they was talking about. At least with you, your cheekiness come from a standpoint where it was you bigging up Man United. It weren't you saying Liverpool are going to be shit this year. You was actually trying to say, I think you're in the title race. You know what I'm saying? So your thing weren't necessarily, you man are shit and we're going to do better than you. You was like, it's passion fruit and guava. We're here, rare, tear. Don't get me wrong. Howler and that. There was no passion fruit. There was no guava in that because you had that fucking egg starting the season. You know what I'm saying? Man detonated a bomb and then handed it to Amorim. Word to Snappy, he detonated a bomb. There was like 30 seconds left and he handed it to Amorim and said, here. That's what it was. Man said, cut these wires. You got 30 seconds. You got 3 wires to cut. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Remember, listen, I hear the passion fruit and guava thing, but Liverpool now, we're the Don Dadders of the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is right now. People don't like it. Is it shameless? Of course it's shameless. Did the Premier League need to be a good Premier League? No, it didn't. I just had to be better than everyone else. You got to ask yourself, guys, why weren't you lot better than everyone else? You know, why are you letting a 32-year-old Egyptian with a hairy chest come and break all your GOAT's records? How are you let us win the league with a Colombian in the false 9 and a Hungarian who plays defensively as a 10, who gets a nosebleed outside the box? That's what you lot just done. Now Szoboszlai's going to get put in conversations you don't need to be in. You see what I'm saying? This is the bottom line. Darwin Núñez is a Premier League winner. Look what you lot have done to football. Look what you lot have done to football. Darwin Núñez is a Premier League winner. And Bukayo Saka isn't. Understand this. Understand what you have done to football. Understand this. Now listen, I've got places to be in it. I've got places to be.
Super chat for you, but before we wrap up, my brother, we're gonna
I like to say who's better. Listen,
I hear that. There you go. So yeah, so we are still the benchmark. Hear that.
Again, you're the benchmark for popularity reasons, right?
Hey,
so
brother, listen, the game is the game.
The second, if you lot could use trophies as a metric, you would, but you can't because we have more of those. So if you ask me, do I want to be more successful or more popular? I want to be more, I want to be more successful. I don't want to be.
I hear it.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro. You know, that's all it is. Listen, all I'm saying is big up your damn self, Rants. You know, I'm a winner. I just want to keep winning. That's all it is. I just want to keep winning. You know, don't underestimate the power of a win because Arsenal fans will tell you this Premier League don't matter when they don't even know what it's like to win a Premier League. As I said, we've seen PS2, PS3, PS4, and PS5, and they still ain't won a Premier League. You see what I'm saying? I told you, people were still wearing Air Forces with dungarees and that on a DMX thing. Stop! Dig it up, back it up, stop. Whoa! Like that's what them man. You get it? That's where it was. That's where it was. I'm telling you, where's the fucking shit like this, bro? We were playing this, bro. This is what Master League and that. JT on the front of covers and that. Crash Bandicoot and that. All of that. All of this stuff. Spyro and that. This is all the stuff, bro. You can't dictate to me the importance of a Premier League if the last time you won one was 20 years ago. You don't even remember what it was like to win a Premier League. You don't even remember. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me you got a bad beat. You got a bad beat 20 years ago. Man don't care about the bad beat you scored 20 years ago. She's 40 now. She's 40 now. You know what I'm saying? And the Botox don't Botox. She's 40 and her bum sags. So why? So why are you telling me about a Prem that won in 2005? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about?
Hey guys, listen, we're redirecting to Deluded Gooner. You know what I mean? Make sure you drop a Rants raid in the chat. I'm gonna see you back here later for Rants and Gunner, man. Make sure you subscribe to Big Six Bants here. The link is in the title, people, bruv. Man's gonna catch you lot in a bit.